Since day 183 of Zohar, Pshat, and we're in Daf Chafal from Rav, 23 lines on the bottom. It's about halfway through the page. And just to make it easy, I'm going to start from the beginning of the line. That says, Reish Islam Gimel Amid Beis, and it says, B'kir Shamayim. So it said this is talking about the Chayos, but now it says them, and then it says, Miros B'kir Shamayim. Now, this is this description, which you're about to have, I think is a classic description of Tzimtzum, of how Hashem created this world, and everything is contingent on the Raki'a. The Raki'a is the Raki'a Shal Gabe Achayos. This Raki'a is the barrier between Kaviyachol, what's inside the Tzimtzum, what's after the Tzimtzum, what's before the Tzimtzum, what's beyond the Tzimtzum. And this Raki'a is the barrier between what's Ein Sof, so to speak, and what's not Ein Sof. And that is is which it says, and Yechezkel Udmus Arashei Chaya Rakia. There's a counting. There's an image on top of the heads of the chayas, which is a rakia, kain hakerach, which is like ice. And da ha'u kadmoin. This is the ancient divide. The ha'u mitamon l'hala, that beyond this, leis man yochli istakola. Nobody can look beyond the kerach. The kerach is, of course, a brilliant white, which is the edge beyond which nobody can see. It's beyond the whiteness. Leis man yochli istakola means that nobody can know. My time shouldn't use sosim and machshava because it's locked up in thought. Of course, not our thought. Lo machshava sai machshava. Chem machshava the kuchabrichu. So because Baruch Hu Tamira Stima Ilah, hidden and closed up on high. Machshava the Barnash B'chol Ama, then the thought of human beings in the entire world, no matter how high it gets, Lo Yachil, parentheses, but Lo Yachil is that welcome Mindale. Can't connect and know it. Again, it transcends beyond the Tzimtzum. Mila the time Machshava Ilah Leisman Yachil is Dapkalon. The things which are contingent on machshava, we can't know. Machshava mamashachas kama v'kama. So even even things which are, so to speak, in the tzimtzum, because they connect to the machshava of Kodesh Baruch Hu, but we can't grasp them. Of course, like what Moshe Ben Stoki, the front, the machshava you can't see. Those are the kesher shall fill in the back. So that certainly these are things which emanate from the machshava, right? The front is what comes from the machshava. It's the forehead. Can't see that. So you can't see the machshava itself. So l'gom machshava, inside machshava, man iu the avid rayone, who is somebody who can make ideas of this. The leisu chosan lemisho. There's no capacity even to ask. Koshkin leminda, certainly to know ain't sof. Leis b'shuma klau. There's no impression at all. In other words, Ein Sof doesn't filter past the kerach to know. Lo tayosh el tabei, no question can link up to it. Lo rayonis takula machshava klau, and no thought can look inside the machshava. Oh, me go the stima, and from inside that which is closed up or closed up. Meiresh, but then from the beginning, nechisu the Ein Sof that came down from the Ein Sof, nahir nihiru dakik. Illumination is very fine. V'lo which can't be even perceived. It's like a bandwidth of light which is beyond our perception. It's like there's certain things we can't see which other creatures can see, but this bandwidth nobody can see. It's a light which is beyond anybody's perception. It's hidden in the hiddenness, like the point of a needle. Which and obviously the point we're talking about here is the very fine point which can't even be perceived because it's so fine. It's the secret of the hiddenness of machshava. Until the light comes down, Basad Isbe Rishimin, the Asvan, the place where there's the first knowledge, which is the um, Rishimos, the impressions, the Asvan, of the letters, and Kulu, everything, mitamon nafkan, everything comes after that. Beresh Kula, at the beginning of everything is Aleph. That's the Aleph. Till now, everything is before the Aleph. Then we get to the Aleph, and then things start to be perceived. I'm not sure whether Zohar here in the middle of nowhere, so to speak, goes back to the original Tzimtzum. Seems to be kind of out of place, but I'm not sure, for that matter, how edited the Zohar is, and in order to have a necessarily a progression and not to backtrack and not to have things out of place. So yeah, this is basically a description of the initial symptom until we got to the Aleph, and now we're going to think about it, I guess, from the Aleph and beyond. But once we got to the big Aleph on the page, it's a good place to stop and to take everything up again tomorrow.